Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Atari A to Z Flashback, a series of short playthroughs of the 150 games that make up Atari Flashback Classics for Nintendo Switch. Today's game is Dodgem, which is a 1980 release for the Atari 2600, programmed by Carla Mininsky, who also wrote the Atari 2600 versions of Warlords, Star Raiders, and the unreleased Tempest, which is actually part of this collection as well. So the game itself is actually a clone of Sega's 1979 coin-up called Head On, which is believed to be the first ever dot-eating maze game out there, and a spiritual precursor to Namco's Pac-Man. So Video Magazine, who we've come across a couple of times on this series before, described Dodgem as being fun for 1 or 2 players, and particularly recommended to those who enjoyed playing solitaire, as it was referred to at the time. So people who played arcade games solo and who enjoyed repetition, practicing their skills and gradual mastery over mechanics. The game has a kill screen as well, so if you score 1080 points you can actually crash this game completely, but well, good luck getting there, as you'll see in just a moment. So let's go play Dodgem.
Okay, here we are once again with Atari Flashback Classics. It's time taking a look at Dodgem. So let's start with the manual as usual. Love the artwork on this one with sort of the old school gumdrop style cars and the very sort of 1920s gentleman with his lady friend. Very silly. Anyway, doesn't seem to be any sort of narrative setup for this one, I don't think. It just gives you the rules in this, which is a bit of a shame because we know how much fun Atari 2600 storylines are. In all games, your race car automatically moves forward around the 4-lane track. To steer your car right or left, move the joystick right or left. To steer the car up or down on the playfield, move the joystick forward or backward towards yourself. The red controller button acts as your gas pedal and accelerates your car. Yeah, okay. So, like I said in the intro, this is a dot-eating game modelled on Sega's Head On. So you drive a car around a maze and try and chomp up all the dots. And that's about it, basically. There's another car trying to stop you from doing that as well. You're in constant motion and you can double your speed by pressing the fire button is the main thing. But yeah, that's about it, basically. So there are several different ways to play. Yeah, 3 in fact. So you can play a 1-player game, which is what we'll be doing today. Game 2, 2 players take turns to control the player car. And in game 3, players alternate between driving the car that scores points and driving the car that is otherwise computer controlled in the single player game and the first 2-player game. So, here we are. Steer your race car counterclockwise on the 4-lane track. Your objective is to score as many points as possible by running over the dots which appear on the lanes of the track. The computer car races clockwise on the track and tries to crash into your car. When a crash occurs, you lose 1 turn. If you run over 2 sets of dots, 2 computer cars will appear on the track. I've literally never seen that happen because this game is absolutely impossible. But let's give it a go anyway. Alright, so game select switch, like I say, changes between 1 player, 2 player, each player versus the computer, or 2 player, player versus player. And you see you get a nice demo version of what's going on there. And I say demo version. All they do is they just race around and crash into each other repeatedly, which is nice. So, game reset, and off we go. So we are the orange one, and we need to avoid crashing into the purple one. And you basically just do that by changing lane anytime there's a gap. Oh no! You see, this is why it's so difficult, because you can't reverse direction or anything. You can only change lane. So once you're heading for a crash, that's it. So yeah, I still haven't quite worked out what the best strategy for playing this game is. It's because it does appear to be monstrously difficult. No! Oh, and it's tricky to respond in time as well, because like I say, the only time you can change lanes is when you reach a gap, and you can only really change by a maximum of 2 lanes at once. Or just 1 if you're going at the top speed. So yeah, very, very tricky. Oh no! Yeah, so I said in the intro there's a kill screen in this game at 1080 points. You can hopefully see why that's not something that your average player is probably going to get to. And indeed, probably why the designers didn't know it was there either. Oh no! Oh, this is so difficult. So difficult. No, he's going to get me again. Oh! Nearly escaped certain death there. No! It's so hard. And I don't... It's one of those games that I don't really understand how you get better at either. I mean, I don't hate it or anything. It's not a bad game. In fact, it's quite a good example of how simple mechanics can produce something quite interesting. But just getting good enough at this to clear even 1 screen, let alone clearing 2 screens and suddenly finding yourself face to face with 2 computer controlled cars instead of just 1. That must be an absolute nightmare. I guess it's just all about looking ahead and anticipating what the other driver's going to do next. No! That was failing to do that. Exactly the thing that I just described. Oh no! Ah. Thing is, the computer play moves using just such completely predictable, understandable movement patterns that there's really no excuse for crashing into them. And yet, you will. Oh, you will. Oh! Particularly if you don't press the direction in sufficient time to actually... Oh no! Oh, I was doing so well there. Come on, this time. We're going to clear a screen. Not like that, I'm not. Oh no! Ooh! Oh! I've done it, my god! And you get some bonus points for doing that as well. And then you do another level that's exactly the same. And then you get the 2 cars at once. Oh, come on. Let's see if we can get to that mysterious 3rd level. I would love that. It's not going to happen. One more try. This is actually the best I've ever done at this game, so forgive my excitement. But no, I'm sure you understand. Gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Ugh. Yeah, pausing didn't help. Best way to handle this seems to be to sort of push the direction you want to move well in advance of reaching it. Oh, cheeky bugger. Yeah, because if you try and push it while you're already over the gap, then you'll miss it completely. Oh, nice. Oh, dick. This is one of those games where actually losing a life on sort of the first level can almost be quite advantageous to your score, because Oh no. Because it resets the maze after every time you crash, so... Oh. I suck so bad at this game. Yeah, it resets the maze after every time you crash, so... In theory, you can just keep grinding out that first level as much as possible. To get a higher score. Uh-oh. No. Don't! No. Yeah, look, I got well over 100 points now. This is still the first stage. Excuse me. Right, try again. I want to be able to reliably clear that first level. That'll be lovely. No, since this may not be something that is going to happen. No! Oh, it's so hard. Oh, that was almost a good strategy there. That was not a good strategy. Well, that's not a bad way to go. No! Oh, so close. No. This is all there is to this game, by the way. I don't know, there's a weird addictive quality to this. It's annoying and it's stupid. But there's something about this game. I think it's just the speed of a single session. How quickly you fail. It just makes you want to try again. And prove that you don't suck quite as badly as you thought you did. Only to then prove beyond all measure that in fact you do. Oh. I'm not taking my own advice and pressing the direction in advance of the gaps. Right, come on. We're going to master this. No! No, we're not. Oh my god. Why are you like this game? No! Oh, that's... Oh! 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 Nice! Carry on. More of that, please. Oh, piss. No! Not a bad score this time. $182. That's the score to beat. That is the score to beat. Nope. Not going to beat it this time, I don't think. Definitely not. Exactly 82. Exactly 100 less than the score to beat. Oh. You're so predictable, but I still can't predict accurately. Oh. So annoying. So annoying! Again. Oh, you cheeky bastard. No. Oh. I can see why this would have made a good arcade game, though. Can you imagine the quarters this would eat? Would devour them like a fine cuisine. Oh no. Oh, I hate you so much. And yet, I'm still here playing it. I'm still here playing Dodgem. I wish it didn't reset after every crash. That would make it marginally less demoralizing. But, as it is, this game wishes for you to suffer. And it's going to make you do just that with no guilt whatsoever. Until you are naught but a seething, boiling mass of pure hatred. Oh no, that was the wrong way. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh no! That was my own incompetence that time. Again. I'm starting to develop a strategy. No, I'm failing to implement it effectively, but I'm starting to develop a strategy. It's hard to explain, but I can definitely feel something in my brain, something primal that is just saying, right, you must do this. And failing to implement what my brain is telling me from the sound of things. Oh no. Oh. There's just nothing you can do when you see that car coming towards you. I guess that's the point, but... And that's why the Sega game was called Head On. But even so... Harsh. Very harsh. I will say this, it's quite different every time. You wouldn't expect that with such a simple setup, but yeah. Just the variation between the speed you find yourself going at and the timing of your lane changes actually makes this game feel quite different each time you play it. It's quite interesting. This is sort of the longest I've sat down and played it for a protracted period, so this is sort of the first time I've really noticed this, and I'm kind of getting what Video Magazine was saying about this being a game that really rewards that particular type of arcade player who is interested in investing some time to sort of figure out patterns and mechanics and practice the game. Because yeah, as you play, you do start to sort of get an innate sense for what's going on and how to get better. And like I say, actually applying that knowledge is very difficult. But it's there. Like I say, I can feel my brain sort of telling me what I should be doing. It's just getting those fingers to do it right and successfully anticipating what the computer control car is going to do as well. No! Oh. This isn't even the hardest version of this game. If you flip the difficulty switch, then the computer controlled car goes at double the speed. So if you really want to suffer, that is how you go about it. Right, level 1 down. Let's see if we can do exactly the same again. Oh, you bastard! Absolute bastard! I still haven't beaten that 183, have I? 182, whatever it was. I've forgotten. It's been so long. No! It's been 15 years, and I still have not been able to beat my old score Dodgem on the Atari 2600. I've been here staring at this screen for years now, failing miserably to accomplish anything with my stupid life other than, I don't know. I made a nice cheese sandwich earlier. It was good. It had brown sauce. Brown sauce, the optimum condiment for cheese sandwiches, as anyone with taste knows. Oh, look at that. Look at that delicious bit of dodging action there. Get it? Get it? Move. Oh, right. We are nailing this. No! Come on, 182. I've done it! I've beaten it! My life's work is complete. I can die in shame. I think that's probably more than enough of Dodgem for today. But, yeah. I kind of hesitate to say whether or not I actually like that, but it's certainly got... It's got a quality to it that makes you want to keep trying. That quality is mind-numbing, vein-popping annoyance and frustration. But it works. It works. Oh, God, it works. Anyway, I need to calm down with something. Maybe a stiff drink. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. New episodes of Atari A to Z are on Tuesdays and Atari ST A to Z on Thursdays. Check out atariatoz.wordpress.com for a full archive. Do please also check out my other projects moegamer.net, where I explore Japanese and Japanese-inspired games from yesterday and today, and videopackgames.wordpress.com, which aims to catalogue the small but well-formed library of the Philips G7000 Videopack computer, also known as the Magnavox Odyssey 2. You can also support my work on Patreon or buy me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.